Summertime Butch.
These are the real Sopranos.
Yeah. This that shit. This that shit DJ Shay made me feel. This that shit he's the preach to me. Real shit. You know, I've been a student of this shit for so long. I'm the biggest in this shit right now. It's only right. Yo, when the streets get a win, let's celebrate it. Hood smart, rich, melanated, and educated. I'm on a new level like a moving elevator. When I jumped in, I levitated like Elgin Baylor. Imagine I'm finding me, I'm somewhere I could find a freak. Ass so fat, I feel like James and a giant peach. Hesitant, strange, I questioned it, thinking like, why me? Why I got aim like a shooter and game like I'm Kyrie. Like Kyrie, and I can put you on some game that's been around for centuries. You see the same people on your way down eventually. I'll admit we been moving like they out to get me. I made that powder kangaroo jump like I'm out in Sydney. When they ask me how I feel, I tell them much better. I'ma be up level somewhere when the dust settles. This one for the crown in the crowd. Award shows looking around, thinking who the fuck I'ma pass now. I'm getting higher. It's the pusher. You should know me by now. Black Soprano family. We only want to inspire you. We only want to take you higher. We only want to feed the streets. You know what I mean? Fuck with us. Fuck with us. Yeah. Soon as you hear it, these words will lift you in spirit. How many people changed the world with a mic and a book of lyrics? I left them pots unattended, I left my blocks in the lyrics. And the hurt that I caused to my people was mine to wear it. I ain't always think higher, but when flames spark fire. Fires for my dog writing letters back from Oneida. No, I could ghost write for a rapper and don't like it. No co-pilot in the spaceship I'm in or a co-signer. When you double back and do the unexpected, they so silent. They prey on you, but when you the aggressor, there's no violence. Is a jumbo jack. Trust, that's a humble flex. Anybody that you put me in front of in trouble next. I'm a boss, so all of my suits be double pressed. I feel like Chopper, no way out, so I'm building a tunnel next. Surrounded by y'all sheep, that don't make you lions. It only make you liars. Let me take you higher. Let's go up. Let's go up again. And again.
Summertime Butch.
Go get yours, B. Go get yours, man. Never play it. After a while.
Raising the plug that put us in position. Smoker be cooking, he's stuck in the kitchen. Knife to the coke, I'ma cut with precision. Stuck on my vision and double my fixings. I got a bitch coming for bundles, still gripping. She went down the block cause she wants something different. Her heart had just stopped me, she just wanted to listen. I sat and I really sold dubs for a living out back on the side and in front of your building. I couldn't even see what I was building. I did my time and said, fuck it, I'm chilling, but fuck all that chilling. I'm one of the villains. Smack them for lying and cut them for stealing. Glad that I give that uncomfortable feeling. You up in your feelings, I'm busting a deal in Manhattan. Fall back, you were sucking, I'll feel it. Ain't none of this capping, you know something happened to every single motherfucker out here went against me. Eventually they coming and peeling. This stuff is for real, this ain't something you deal with without paying money or losing somebody. You're both because you chose to get tough with a killer. Back to the wall, pushing shit back, put a bag on the bar. Sat with this crack, I was bagging the bar. They like, oh, is we gon' body bag him or no? Back to the wall, pushing shit back, put a bag on the bar. Sat with this crack, I was bagging a bar. They like, oh, is we gon' body bag him or no? They like, oh, could you please put a bag on the bar? My bro told me he knows where he at with his mom. I'm gonna stab him tomorrow. I'm gonna go call like I'm trying to grab and I drag this bitch all on his face. I don't take it, that cash I'll be on. You could pay me in work, you should bag up a Jawn. You know we gon' do it, you know how we moving. And homie is stupid, he practically gone. How can I not when there's beef on the table? Now in the street, any beef could be fatal. Brand new suppressor, don't need a potato. I pay a little extra, they'll videotape me. They bagging you up while I'm bagging up raw. Bagging up shop at the back of the stall. Cracking us off, they grabbing it all. They know that it's somebody bag if I call. Back to the wall, pushing shit back, put a bag on the bar. Sat with this crack, I was bagging a bar. They like, oh, is we gon' body bag him or not? Back to the wall, pushing shit back, put a bag on the bar. Sat with this crack, I was bagging a bar. They like, oh, is we gon' body bag him or not?
Hey, ain't no stopping me. I'm above king. We apostrophes. Seen on sides and all I see are sausages. Pyramid schemes and the atrocities they causing. Ain't no pausing. Ain't enough gauze in the holes in your logic. The optics work like an ox telling everything's gravy. You crazy. Roll up the flower. These niggas keep pushing up daisies. Pour out some cognac, I'm holding the bottleneck, lazy, boiling back in my seat. Black on my teeth, activated charcoal poison back in the streets. Acclimated hardly just charged up. Batteries is aggravated, tell them they can't spar with us. I seen the end, they don't want to start with us. It'll cost them an arm and a leg. The other leg, the other arm and his head. Margarine message, don't gotta be butter just as long as it spreads. Ducks, they in the shallow water following bread. The fuck? I'm across the pond. Jake walking the Autobahn, I'm in the motherland. Trying to connect with my other fam, brother man. I don't know no fake niggas. We don't bury truth, I don't know grave diggers. No chains, ain't no slaves with us. What you come? No propane, keep that flame with us.
Yeah, it's big clip butch, ain't no bargaining with the family. My whole send each other news like Ari and Young Miami. I was rummaging through trash, now I'm running through this cash, it got me peaceful. I be humming tunes while thumbing through a half. A snitch don't deserve to be safe. Don't say a word, just make him pull that boy in mind like a paternity case. He spent 2 bricks on this rollie, woke up and went jewelry shopping. In the house claustrophobic, surrounded by Louis boxes. Got jumped off the porch, but not me. I'm a scuba diver, so I still can't get my respect. I'm a shooting out here. The corner room at Noble knows the best reservations. Associates over friends, cause there'll be less expectations. What the fuck y'all niggas doing if you ain't stacking that up? Cause by the time my album drop, I'm gonna be wrapping that up. I'm connected around the map like I'm Trump. I'm in red state trapping with a satellite on the Cadillac truck and still feeling like a villain behind glasses. Chilling, sipping, Villa and Tenoria wine glasses. I win again, plug, I need options. I'm picky with the dope and my bitches. I ain't going 50-50 with no hope. Fuck, Look, this for them niggas getting true money every time they step on the ad, get they shut on. Say muzzle talk before they step on the glass, they can stretch on, keep a big weapon on the blast. My shorts ready made, just on collab. I'll probably be in your projects with all my ice out, cat. Run up one of my youngest, but put your lights out. Fuck what you write about, I know what your life about. Push free my dog, he spin a yard with his knife out. My nigga, yeah, you came a long way from pushing brand. Say what you want, but you can't say I ever took a stand. Now, I knew he was pushing when I shook his hand, cat. If you can't get to him, then we gon' cook his man.
Everybody keep with me, throw the cookie string. I'm sitting back, I'm blowing on the cookie string. Smoking. We keep the blocks near the streets not here. The same bitch, everything I drop is top tier. I mean, you see the way the next looking at. So you already know the way the checks looking either. I put the city on my back, got it popping on these niggas, put the city on the map. Out there, next doors, a quarter mil. They hated on the team, but we still won. I put the city on my back, got it popping on these niggas, put the city on the map. I ain't stupid. I mean, I do my homework. No ski mask, put in my own work. I do my homework. I do, put in my own work. Valedictorian, bulletproof glory. Yeah, my windows thick like 24-hour doors. Kevlar all up in the dash and the doors. It's spread and I'm wrong, I think I'm ready for more. What's up? I reflect the darkest cloud in the sky. I'm the coldest winter day when I'm out with the K. Chill. Play it cool till I come with the first bit. Let the D's find a strap in the snow after I toss it. You fuck around and set your ass on fire. Hollow tips burn faster than rubber or spinning tires. I'm a burly with the birds. I push up in my regiment. Party with the hand on the top and I get the medal with it. I mean, you see the way the neck's looking. So you already know the way them checks looking. I put the city on my back. Got it popping on these niggas. Put the city on the map. Next door's a quarter mil. They hated on the team, but we still won. I put the city on my back, got it popping on these niggas, put the city on the map. Everybody's tired. Right. These late night rides ain't the safest, but that's what money calls. If you don't catch it, then someone else's. That's your fucking fault. I just broke one down, about to get another off. He shot up in that home till it hung. They had to cut it off. Butter soft, all oily. My dog ran off and he's trying to avoid me. The soldier saying, oh, I'm God deploy me. But I don't fall for the bait. Cause sometimes handling a problem costs more than it makes. Instead, I watch them suffer slow, stealing all of their plays, finding my ways, violently do crimes when it paid. I really came up on my dolly, had to grind every day. Gotham, PA, plugs like Bin Laden with yay. Let's go. I was in the way and then I focused in. Dopes a 10, cokes a blend, blood money soaked in sand. Shorty got choked and grinned, phone was on 0%. Look at what we sold and spent. Put it in a bowl and turned snow to cement. I guess nobody told us yet. I guess nobody told us yet. Listen, fuck you any neighborhood, what city or what town you from. I walk until I found a slum and be who they got ounces from. I know 100 hitters, you can count us for 1,000 guns who always leave the house with one. Deep in the night, the heat in the pipe melts the ice like the mountain sun. She stayed up for days till she stopped counting them. Whatever she needs, they place it at her feet, so she don't leave the house for now. That 1,200 every month runs out, it's on. Everyone talking, yeah, it's a real run your motherfucking mouth-a-thon. So I've been getting houses gone, beef for township about the lawns. If you want to continue to win, you can't be out here drawn. If you want to continue to win, you can't be out here drawn. I was in the way and then I focused in. Dopes a 10, cokes a blend, blood money soaked in sand. Shorty got choked and grinned, phone was on 0%. Look at what we sold and spent. Put it in a bowl and turned snow to cement. I guess nobody told us yet. Guess nobody told us yet.
It's week 16 of the 2028 season, and we have Amon-Ra St. Brown on center stage, who's closing in on 1,000 yards receiving on the year. It's the Saints and the Chiefs on EA Sports.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams that love to throw the football. And you know, guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense. We're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another. And I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other. They study each other. They work together in the off seasons. A lot of times they're friends. But come game day, there is no question. At the end of this one, yes, they want their teams to win, but when they put their two box scores up next to each other, there's going to be some bragging rights come this offseason.
Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
If his preparation for this game is any indication of how he's going to perform today, Mike, they're going to be hard to beat. He played really well last week, but when we talked to his coaches, they told us, they're like, he has lived here all week. He has taken his level of play even up another notch. And if he can continue to operate this system, continue to get all of his weapons involved, this leadership, this ability to lead by example, it's going to rub off on the rest of this offense. I think they're going to have a good chance of changing from last week's loss to coming away today with a victory. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Marshawn Lloyd. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
Let's go. Set go. Go. On third down, they'll set up to throw. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the third play. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Right to the air goes Daniels. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it's going to be 3rd down. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Saints will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that, and take a lead on that field goal.
This going to be returned from right around the goal line. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Chiefs offense and running back Marshawn Lloyd set to take over. As we get a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns by a running back, he sets the pace here as we get to the latter stages of the season. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's complete. It's Lloyd. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
You can just see the frustration of the defender. Did you see him get off the quarterback? He's like, man, hold that ball for 1 tick longer, man. I'm there to record the sack. Nice job by the quarterback having that timing and rhythm to get that ball out of his hand. And you can imagine, he got close this time. That defender, he's going to keep coming, and don't be surprised if he eventually gets to him.
With that, I want to give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Here's a 1st carry for their running back, and he'll get this to about the 36-yard line. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there on the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9.
60 Eagles. Check. Panther.
On the handoff, it's Lloyd. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss.
Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
And this one complete on the sideline. Good footwork to stay in bounds, but he is just shy of the 1st down. And that brings up 4th down. A gain there of 17. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They run out of the gun, and here's Lloyd. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Another run here with Lloyd. And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Saints have got it. Well, he certainly turned that into something on the move. Downfield, looked like he was gaining yards, but then loses control, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Early on, Mike, it looked like it was going to be a really good play by the quarterback, turning to his legs, getting some pretty good yardage with his feet. But then he failed to not only protect himself, but mostly protect the ball. Defense is able to put a hit on him, jar the ball loose, and now they'll take over after the big takeaway.
Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive. Now a run on 1st down. And they are not going to catch up. He's in. Touchdown, Saints. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
the PAT. Up and good. The Saints are out to a 10-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll take it in at the goal line. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Here we go.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Right side, hauled in by Samuel. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. And the Chiefs will punt the ball away. As this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punt it away. And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line. The Saints offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. As you can see there, he's not only getting closer to a passing title, but closing in on a 5,000-yard campaign. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Let's go now.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Quickly to the outside and complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. Now a give up the middle. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Good blocking to the 15. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 5-yard line. It's a gain of 29, and it's 1st and goal.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space. And, man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up 1st and goal.
5 yards from the house. They've got it first and goal. Here's a run. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up second and goal. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. From the 2 now, here's second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Powering forward, he's in. Touchdown, New Orleans. His second touchdown of this first half. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Makes the score Saints 17, Chiefs nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the goal line. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to take over once more. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with first down. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
Samuel has it working in the middle. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Short pass taken in by the tight end. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
2nd and 7. A quick throw on this RPO, and Downs has it. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Bronco switch.
On the give, it's Lloyd. Now a loose football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up. 16-yard pickup on that one. First down, KC.
Pretty fortunate right there, Mike. If that ball bounces just a different direction, that could easily be a turnover or even points the other direction.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. He runs with it.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
From out of the gun, he'll throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now they'll set up to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it.
The field goal unit out here for the Chiefs. This will be a 48-yard attempt. That one is good. And the Chiefs are finally on the board. It's 17-3.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Here comes a return from the 5. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Saints offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he continues to be a nightmare for teams trying to defend in the red zone. Look at this graphic. 2nd in the NFL in terms of rushing touchdowns by a QB. Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. A dive and a catch. Incredible. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
Doesn't it seem like that every time we see a highlight reel catch, they love showing the wide receivers and the running backs, but let's give a little love to the big tight end. I mean, what an athletic play. Understanding that ball was down and away, you've got to lay out to secure it, and not only is he able to get his hands under it and catch it initially, but he's able to survive the ground, and that's a big-time play.
Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. First and 10. And try to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by Renardo Green.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is a big problem going the wrong way. Out of bounds well behind the original line of scrimmage.
What they teach these backs is when you catch a check down, immediately try to get vertical. Try to put a hole in the defense coming to rally tackle. So give credit to the defense here. They strung this out and made him go sideways, and they forced him to go so far sideways, he went out of bounds.
They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. Open man, left side. He's got it. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Now he'll run. Now after the play, looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season.
Ready.
They put a receiver in motion to the left. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll complete that to his fullback. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. The defense could not bring him down. It's a catch and run of 22 yards. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Nicole Hardman. Touchdown, Kansas City. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with. He knows that he can put that ball maybe a little bit further away from the defender, knowing he's got the guy on the other end to not only secure the catch, but to keep his feet in bounds for a touchdown.
A safe kick taken at the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Saints offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Throwing now, Daniel. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen. They were not fooled on defense, saw the screen from the start. It'll be a loss of yardage on the play. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That's caught! And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 78 yards. Touchdown, New Orleans. A beautiful combination in the air there, the pass downfield, and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
The kick is good. Makes the score Saints 24, Chiefs 10.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Here we go on the return from the 1. And they'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Chiefs offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, we'll keep this one on the ground. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. They'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Debo. Now here's a timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. He'll look to throw. That one's caught. It's Isaiah Davis. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
He'll drop to throw. He'll let it go deep left sideline. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. And he will be out of bounds. No time left on the clock. And that is the final action here in this first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte, where it was the Panthers who were able to come away with a home victory. C.J. Stroud, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. From there, we take the long trip across the country, about as far as you can go. Check on the Seahawks in Seattle. And this one going the visitors' way as the Cardinals have the lead in that one. Justin Fields has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Jordan Love leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over yet. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And the kicking team right there, stopping him before he can get to the 15-yard line. The Saints offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. The third quarter begins with a run. And they're going to get him down right at the 25.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
On first down, Daniels. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
The relationship between the back and the offensive lineman is now the key for the run after catch. You want to make sure those linemen don't get too far down the field where they can't help protect the back. So once the running back catches it, there's a go-go call. Now everyone knows it's time to go downfield. The running back falls in behind him, and that's the landmark of the screen play.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Handoff here, up the middle. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. The lane closed quickly. And here comes third down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Now, a 3rd and 2. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. That's going to be pretty close. Looks like he's got it, and he does. First down.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
Here's a toss as they look to run. Woo! And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Look how everybody moves in sync on this play, Mike. You have the linemen hitting their pull blocks, the guys on the outside working one-on-one. They clear just enough room to let him hit it, and next thing you know, picks up the first down.
Now give on the ground. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. On play action, Daniels. A ball deep for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Saints. So they take the shot downfield, and it is caught in the end zone for a touchdown. What a big play that is, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And the key to a play like this is when the ball travels this far in the air, they teach you, don't look back, look up, because that's where the ball will be. And in this case, he was able to secure it and come away with. Touchdown.
They'll line it up to kick the extra point. He's got it. And the Saints will extend this third quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. He'll get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Let's go. Let's go.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder, Kenneth Murray. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick six.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. The extra point try forthcoming. He knocks it through. The Saints tack on one more to their lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is taken in at the goal line. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Chiefs offense. This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10. He'll start this drive by keeping it himself. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
This defense has had their share of troubles trying to contain this quarterback today, Mike. This time they go to the zone read. The defender goes after the running back, and the quarterback pulls it, keeps it himself, and has a huge gain for a first down.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone. Set to go now on first and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Off the bootleg. Here's Daniels. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Well, he had such a great first half throwing the football. There's no reason to think, Mike, coming out here for the start of the third, that anything's going to change. He's picked up right where he left off, and the numbers are indicative of just how well he's played.
Third and short, and it's Daniels. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's first down, and they'll run. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. They'll stick with him again. And he'll take this one forward for about 3. And that's a first down. They'll go play action here with Daniels. He's got a receiver wide open, left side. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
And that is not going to work out as planned. Maybe a tough spot to try to run a play like that. Either way, it's blown up back behind the line of scrimmage. Going in the wrong direction. Now 2nd and goal from the 12.
Let's go. Trap 60.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Quick throw, taken in. Stop at the 6. And that sets up 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. It's Daniels. Some determined running, but they're going to stop him short of the goal line. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 2, they're going to go for it here. It is 4th and goal.
Ready. 18 Cardinal.
Pitts is the man in motion. They'll go. Here's Daniels. That is caught by the tight end. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, New Orleans. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
Next to score, Saints 45, Chiefs 10.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. The home team's offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And things starting to take shape here. 3 weeks left of the regular season. Teams making that final push for postseason berths. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense get a little lackadaisical.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll set up to throw. That's complete. It is the rookie from Washington. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
That'll be caught by the running back, Davis. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Got a man left side. It's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Chiefs. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. And give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Now the try here for the point after. He's got it. And the Chiefs cut into the lead a little bit. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. The drive will start on the ground. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Here's a run going left. Working his way for a short pickup to the 48. Here's 2nd and 9. Pitts is the man in motion. On 2nd down, it's Daniel. Quick throw here is complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5. They'll stay on the ground. He won't gain a lot of traction there. Down only to the 24. Second down and 8. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Third and long, and here's Daniels. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Yeah, he's trying to make the best of a bad situation here, Mike. Nothing open downfield. He thinks he can tuck it and get it with his legs. He ends up out of bounds, short of the first.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Saints add on to their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. The home team's offense about ready to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4.
At the 36-yard line.
Now he'll run it.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
To the air now on 1st and 10. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2.
Let's go now.
They'll send a tight end in motion. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Here's 3rd and 2. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. The Saints have got it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it, and which team does a better job taking it away.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Look wide, get this one complete, and they'll take this down inside the 35.
Now it just seems like this offense is piling on. I mean, after a day where they have completely dominated their opponent, a lot of offense would just be content with handing this ball off, but not this group. They continue to throw the ball, and they continue to get chunk plays, and they showed they're not going to slow down until that final whistle blows. Really nice job here by the quarterback, keeping his eyes downfield, knowing that pressure is coming. He's able to buy just enough time by leaving the pocket, but ultimately allows him to get that ball out right as he was getting hit.
2nd and a yard. Throwing again, Daniels. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Greg, in the end zone again, I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Chiefs 17.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This will be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The home team's offense ready for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of...
And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. He's got his man right side. It's complete. New Orleans 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. A throw on the move is caught. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. So this one a win for the visiting Saints. Their perfect season continues here into the month of December as they continue to be the #1 team in all of football. And that'll do it for my partner Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.